People in here. What's up, Luca? How is everybody doing today? I see we got 3 people in the chat right now. Excellent. If you can hear me, if everything is working right, let's get that out of the way first. Let me know if everything looks good, if everything sounds good. I might need to turn another light on. I don't know. It looks a little. Let me turn this up here. See if this helps a little. It just looks a little dark in here. I don't know why. Let's see. That's gonna be too bright in my eyes. That's for sure. I don't know. I think we can keep it right around here. Guys, if the chat's working, let me know. Let me turn this light on over here real quick. Hold on. I don't know if... Yeah, that's a little better. All right, great. Guys, if it's working, let me know. Let me see in the chat if you guys can hear me, if everything's working out right. We are about 14 minutes from the close right now. You can smell the tendies cooking on your apron. Nice, Hector. I like it. I like it when we can start to smell it. We can start to feel it, right? That's where it's at. Works for you. Good. Christina, we can hear. Okay, good, good. You hear me? Lee, good. All right, sweet. That means it is working. 33 people in here. We are 14 minutes from the close. What up? What up, Gary? Let's go. Let's do it. Anders, how you doing this afternoon? All right, guys. I want to know what you guys think right now. The first 36 people in here. Nick F is in the building. What's up, Nick F? Hey, bro. How you doing? What's up, Timmy? Guys, are we going to close above yesterday's close? We are right there. We're right at 3 cents away. I want to know if today's going to be a green day or a red day. We're so close with only 14 minutes left that it's a coin toss at this point. It's a coin toss. Hector says yes, 1 cent over. Any green day is going to be good for me. But look, when you're that close, it's one way or another, right? We want a freaking green day. Yes, Lee, we do. We want to see another green candle. What's the volume look like today? Nick, volume is around, it was 48 million is what I'm seeing right now, so I believe it'll probably close somewhere around 48 to 50 million. I don't expect too much to go on in the next 10 minutes, but it'll probably be about a 50 million share day. AMC, Luca, absolutely, guys. AMC is where it's at. The short squeeze is where it's at. I know that's what everybody's interested in. Yeah, it doesn't really bother you either way. Yeah, it's when it's so close like that. I mean, if it's a couple cents in the green, couple cents in the red, either way. What's up, Jesus? How you doing? Buy back all the shares. I missed that comment before. Just let me click on this screen. Let me see. I don't know. You guys pulled it back up. Will they have to buy back all the shares? Yeah, listen. When they go to cover their short squeeze, especially if it's a margin call, they are going to have to cover their shares. So that's the good news. That's the good way to look at it. All right, if you guys are just coming in, make sure to click that like button. Let's get this stream started, and let's get it started strong. We're going to be watching the close. We're going to be taking questions. We're going to be giving answers and really just feeling the sentiment out there because, look, guys, here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want people to get bored with the squeeze, okay? Because here's one of the biggest concerns that I see and that I can, feel. I can feel the sentiment sometimes is that when you don't see big movers, when the days are like this, when it's about to close right where it opened, you got a tiny little doji, a lot of people, they lose the excitement. And I don't want that to happen because, look, if we're holding steady, that is a good sign, okay? Now, if we see some huge pullbacks or something like that, obviously that's bad news. But if we hold steady, it's when no news is good news. That's what you can consider here. So it's definitely something that you want to not get discouraged with when you see that the price might be, settling a little bit or holding around there. Tennessee 2000 holding, Philip, very nice. Yo, Clay, just buy and hold. That's where it's at, man. That's where it's at, Lewis. That's where buy and hold is the strategy in the short squeeze. What would happen if they couldn't pay us all? Michael, I honestly believe that they're going to close out before they ever get to that point. So I don't think that there's going to be a situation where they couldn't pay us all. I don't think that it would even get close to that. Whether they were margin called or whatever, I don't think that people are going to be able to hold out long enough to, say, okay, no, I'm not willing to accept $10,000 for a share of AMC. Don't think it'll reach that point, and I also think that they'll be able to cover long before they get to that point. What do I think of Kramer's tweet? Listen, I saw a bunch of headlines and stuff. What did his tweet say, Anders? What did his tweet say? Because I didn't see the actual tweet. I'm sure it was probably, I don't know. Might have been bad news, right? Because I saw a lot of headlines and a lot of controversy surrounding it, but I don't exactly know because the headlines I saw were pretty strongly worded. So, or the posts, I should say, popping up on my notifications. 60 people in here, 10 minutes into the close. I want to know if you guys think it's closing green or if it's closing red today. Said AMC and G to the moon. Really? Really? Okay. Listen, Cramer's been around a long time because Cramer, listen, guys, he's got his show. He knows what he's allowed to say, what he's not allowed to say, and he's been around. I don't think he's gonna get too sarcastic on these plays. So he may have just said it to stay in the spotlight. You know what I mean? Alejandro, what's up? How's everybody doing today? Yeah, he might have just 1150 and moving. All right, I like it. Right at 1150. 1150. Oh, that was weird. It said 1150, but it was down a cent. No, it definitely closed at 1150 yesterday, right? That's what I'm showing. Settled at 1150. Closing green, David. I like it. Kid says closing green. Green, baby. It's me, Timmy. All right, good. We're gonna close green. We're gonna close green. I feel it. I feel it. And I know some people yesterday were talking about buying those $12.50 calls that are coming out on Friday. So hopefully we see a little higher price action throughout the week. SD, hello everybody. Hello SD. 234 shares in holding. Let's go, Alejandro. Yes. Is GME going to short squeeze again? Listen, it could absolutely short squeeze again. Focus is on AMC, at least for me, but I know there's a lot of people that are still into GME. What's up, Clay? What's up, Omar? Just subscribed last week. Great videos. Thank you so much for the subscription, Omar. Listen, you guys might not believe it. I don't know. I appreciate every single person that subscribes, that comes to these lives, that hits that like button and leaves comments on the videos. Because some of these comments, guys, are absolutely, I don't know where you come up with them. Somebody said yesterday, they were like, man, you're like the Foo Fighters. Great on video, but even better live. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate this. Somebody's getting creative out there. I like these comments, and I like the feedback, too. So it's always good to know that you guys are having a good time, that we're all here. Inspirational. Thank you. Thank you very much. I didn't see who said that, but thank you so much. Tiffany's got 217 shares. Tiffany is a part of the movement. Added 4 more today at 11:13 or 11:39. Wow, sorry. I don't know if that was dyslexia kicking in or what, but 39. Excellent, excellent. Prediction until Friday. Listen, here's the only prediction I want to have is I want to see us test the 1450 resistance. I don't know when we're going to get there. I'm hoping that we get there this week. Dude, you're my hero. Sergio, you're my hero, man. I don't know when we're going to get there, guys, but that's the next level I want to see is test that resistance around the $14.50 range. So I'm hoping it happens sooner rather than later. But, you know, I'm looking at the chart from a technical perspective, and I believe that we're looking at 1450 to around, let's give it a range. From $13 to about $14.50 is where I'm going to see some resistance at. So if somebody, I know people out there were saying that they got into some 1250 calls. I believe that's possible. You definitely gave yourself a short timeline to do it in. But, you know, I'm looking for 13 to 1450 to be our resistance range. What is that, 2265 shares and holding strong? And guys, I want to get this out of the way. I want to get it out of the way right off the bat. Whether you have 0 shares of AMC or you've got 100,000 shares of AMC, this is the place to be. If you haven't got in yet, if you're sitting on 0 shares and you might be thinking, is this something that I should invest in? Well, consider it something that you should trade in, okay? I wouldn't consider AMC an investment at this point. It's a technical trade and a speculative trade, okay? I'm in it for a short squeeze. I know some other people might be in it long term. It's like a value play or whatever. But you're going to get a lot more price action out of a technical short squeeze. So if you have 0 shares and you are maybe concerned or worried or whatever, I didn't see what that thing said, the last comment, sorry. But whether you have 0 shares, ask your questions here. If you got some doubt on your mind, let's get it off your mind. Maybe take a shower before these live streams. Listen, it might be a good idea to take a shower. It might not, you know. Sometimes you feel better if you're fresh. Sometimes you feel better if you're just, you know, living life and ready to go, right? Either one, whichever one makes you go, hey, Claybro, please give my wife Vanessa a quick shout out. What's up, Vanessa? How are you doing? Or how are you doing? Not doing. Yes, AMC could be your ticket, okay? If we play it right, AMC could be your ticket. So, He might be onto something here, Vanessa. We in it for the once-in-a-lifetime squeeze. Absolutely, Luca. Guys, squeezes like this don't come around, and you're not going to see this type of camaraderie amongst retail traders, again tomorrow or the next. This is a once-in-a-lifetime movement, and really play it that way, okay? If you're looking for AMC in the long term, Michael says just messing. Hey, whatever works for you, right? Absolutely, Orlando, no problem, man. Vanessa, hope you guys are having a good day. Bought 40 more today at 11.80 and just lost some money. Listen, I wouldn't be too worried about that, Gabriel. I really wouldn't. That's just how it goes, right? It's up and it's down. It's going to be volatile. You can't expect anything to move straight up in a nice, smooth line forever. Too late to buy? Absolutely not. Zeusy, we have not started the squeeze yet. And when it squeezes, trust me, it's not going to be sitting at $11 when it squeezes. Once in a lifetime opportunity, and it could be the last one. Listen, when's the last time you've seen something like this? Something about Claire. Sorry, the comments scrolled by so fast. What's going on, Claire? How are you? Thanks, man. Absolutely, Gabriel. Look, guys, nothing moves in a smooth line. If you look at the graph, you can obviously see the volatility in AMC, and that's the stock market, right? If you're looking for something that never comes back down or people never take profit on it, guys, that would be a scam. If you're just guaranteed to make money, it's going to be in a savings account where they pay you absolutely nothing. So remember that. With the reward comes the risk. Just keep buying one share whenever you can afford it. That is some good. Listen, that's something good to live by, Simon. One share. I don't know who out there would miss $10, be able to sit on $10, but you're not going to be tempted on that $10. You're not going to be tempted to take it when it moves to 100 or 1,000 or it can move a lot higher if everybody only had one share. Trust me. People would get tempted a lot later in the price swing if we only had one share. I know that for a fact. So that's good. 559 shares. Hold, guys. Yes. Hodl, hold, whatever. Buy and hold. Buy the dips if you can. If you got Big Dog Stocks with a $5 super chat, thank you so much. Been trying to reach out to you for a while. New channel, growing fast. Would love to get on a live chat to discuss stocks. Hit me back, brother. Big Dog. Okay. And look, if you want to email me, my email is in, I think if you click on About or whatever it is on YouTube, you can send me an email. Absolutely. Guys, I'm down to do, and listen, I'll say it right now. I don't know too much about the technical side of, hooking up and doing live streams, whether you got to do it on, Discord or Microsoft Teams or however you set it up, that would be something. But absolutely, any sort of collaboration, this is what we're here for. We're here to learn. Email's not mentioned. It's not. Guys, I could have swore that I put it in there. Claybro883@gmail. Should be easy enough, but I could have swore that it was in the About. Claybro883@gmail. Easy enough. Absolutely. Go hit me up. Send me something. I obviously check it. I'm not going to check it during the live stream, but I check that. And, we can get something going. I just don't know too much about, actually doing it because I've never done it with somebody. So I don't know how you go about setting all that stuff up. Do I think they can make a movie out of the squeeze? This is definitely going to be something they're going to be talking about throughout history. Simon family with the $5.49 Canadian. Obviously, we got some Canadians in here right now. Welcome. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. You guys are awesome, man. I absolutely love it. They will. You think they're going to make a movie? New Zealand in the house, too. Oh, dude, we could definitely figure it out together. Absolutely. Big Dog has a great channel. Derek, you've obviously seen his channel before. Very nice. Isn't it good when people have nice things to say about your channel? I mean, that says a lot. Jersey Channel Islands, no capital gains. If you live in the U.S., you've got capital gains. So, we have to worry about that. Great consistent content, bro. Johnny Truth has been around. Johnny Truth is an OG. Johnny's been around for a few months now before I started talking about AMC. Glad to have you in here, Johnny. Why did the stock go down today? Damon, we still got a minute before we closes, but it's only down about 4 cents. I don't think there's necessarily any catalyst driving it up or down right now. It's just a few people buying and selling. Hook Claybro with some likes. Thank you, Michael. Yes, guys, 130 people in here, 33 likes. Let's keep those likes going so YouTube knows that we're having a good time in here. Something about Elon Musk. Claybro and Elon Musk are going to make us rich. Yes, Lewis. If that's the case, if we can make... Because that's the plan, guys. That's the plan. We're here. We're here every single day, and we're growing our portfolios together. Carissa, thank you for the like. So no matter if you're starting out with a $100 Webull account or if you're already sitting on a $100,000 account, we are growing our portfolios. It doesn't matter where you are in your investing journey. We're here to learn together. We're here to grow together. And at the end of the day, we want to make as much money as possible. Too late to transfer you. You know what, Omar? I do not think it's too late. I really don't. I think that I don't think the squeeze is going to happen like immediately, and I also don't think that it's going to be a one-day squeeze either. Kid Skid, thank you for the $5 super chat, guys. I absolutely love the support. Thank you so much for everybody who supports the channel with their comments, with the likes, with the subscribe. All of that really helps. And I mean, it does make me feel good. When I know that you guys appreciate the content that comes out, it really does make me feel good, and I appreciate that. But speaking on Robinhood, speaking on transferring to Webull, I don't think that we're going to see a squeeze happen overnight. You definitely want to keep your eye on volume so that you know how many shares could potentially be covered during the squeeze to infinity and beyond. I know you watched one of my videos if you're quoting that there. Am I going to be live for the squeeze? Listen, I hope to be live during the squeeze, okay? If I see something crazy happen, I hope to go live around the close so we can close out the day strong. If anybody's got any questions, we can, go over all that stuff. But if we see some crazy price action, I hope to, I really hope to be able to go live during that. I will be really nervous during. You think big dips? Sorry, I missed that comment for one away. Great work, love from New York. Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 75 shares, grabbing more. Nice, Ricky. Look, guys, here's my plan. I don't want to go into the squeeze nervous, right? Because I don't want to make any mistakes. I want to be able to make as much money as possible from the squeeze. It took 7 days. I've seen anywhere between 5 days to 7 days. It looks like it takes about 5 business days to transfer from one broker to Webull. You day trade, how often do you flip the same side? Carissa, I don't do as much day trading as a lot of other people. Swing trading and long term is kind of where I feel comfortable with, but I don't think there's anything wrong with day trading as long as you can stay on it, book your profits and move on. When you start to day trade, it's almost like when you're driving, and a lot of people do very well at it, right? A lot of people do very well day trading, but it's like when you're driving, if you stay in the same lane, everything's safe, everything's going good, but if you start switching lanes all over the place, it just adds to the risk, in my opinion. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with, if you see a mover, you take advantage of it, you get in, get out all day long. I see no problem with that. It's just, how much are you willing, what's your risk to reward ratio? If you're a speculative investor, absolutely go for it. Dips during the squeeze will be scary. Yes, Manuel, they will be scary. The dips during the squeeze, if you get a tight stop on, the dips during the squeeze are going to stop you out, okay? Especially, look at GameStop kind of as a reference point, okay? You saw it moving from $480 back down to $100 throughout the day when it tapped all, when it went that high. So you just know it's going to be very volatile during the squeeze. So you want to, at least in my opinion, I'm going to keep my eye on volume, and it's going to let me know, if the stock price shoots up to $100, say, but volume stays relatively low, then you're going to be better off holding. 100x the squeeze to go on for weeks. Yes. Sell bits and pieces on the way. That's a up or down. It'll pop back in a second. But thank you so much, Johnny, for the super chat. Guys, the support is incredible. I am absolutely loving it. And Johnny, you are an OG. Thank you for being here every single video, commenting, liking. I really appreciate that, guys. You have no idea how awesome it is to form friendships and everything with the people on here. It's amazing. So bits and pieces on the way up and down. Cheers. Absolutely. Guys, are you going to inform us in volume? Oh, yeah, I will definitely keep it up on volume every single day. What is low volume? Low volume, listen, we've been averaging somewhere around anywhere from 20 million to 70 million shares were traded yesterday. Low volume and a really risky situation for the shorts is going to be when days to cover reaches around 8 days. Now, of all the research I've done, they say that hedge funds consider anything above 8 days risky. Okay, so that honestly, that would be unless the shorts increase, which were right around 100% utilization. So I highly doubt shorts are going to increase by that much, but we're going to need to see if we see volume around 9 to 10 million shares per day. I know that sounds low, but that's definitely going to add to the risk. And we got to pass. We don't have to, Aaron. We don't have to pass a certain point. There's a lot of factors that go into causing and creating risk for the hedge funds, and definitely days to cover is one of them. So low volume is one of them, and there's a lot of external factors that can come into play too. Like if banks and lenders see that they've got a lot going on with leverage, that could have new regulations could have something to do with it. Yes, I do own AMC. There's a lot of different things that can go into creating risk for the hedge funds, and that's what we need to do in order to trigger the short squeeze. Jim, I do own shares of AMC, but look, guys, whether you own one share, honestly, whether you own 0 shares or if you own 100,000 shares, you don't have to share with me or with anybody else how many shares you own. I'm not going to ask you guys how many you own, because I kind of view that question like, how much money do you have in your bank account or something like that. Nobody has to discuss their portfolio size here. If you've got 1 share, if you've got 0 shares, or like I say, if your entire portfolio is in AMC, you are a bro. You're a part of the squeeze. If you're just learning about it right now, you're a part of the squeeze, and we are going to make some... Guys, we're going to make such... When this thing squeezes, everybody's going to be happy. I should be more transparent. Look, I don't have a problem with being transparent. I just don't think that it's right to, sit there and say, well, guys, I made this much money this month. I'm not going to ask you how much money you make at your job. I'm not going to ask you how much money, you owe on your house, anything like that. Today's short interest rate, I don't know if anybody knows what the short interest rate is right now, go ahead, let us know. I'll just say you're in at $6. Nice, Ron. Thanks for all the videos. Thank you so much for watching all of the videos, guys. I really appreciate everybody that watches every single one. 50K fatality, 17. Yes, this guy knows his Mortal Kombat. This guy knows his Mortal Kombat right there. Hope it jumps. Guys, and it absolutely could. Jeremiah, it could absolutely jump right away if people are willing to hold and they don't go out there and, oversupply the market. If they oversupply the market, that's when it's going to drop the price right back down. What are the chances of the squeeze not happening? I'll tell you this. The chances of a squeeze not happening, in my opinion, are low now pay attention to the if we don't see a supply of new shares come out. You guys probably know my opinion and my view on the upcoming vote for May 4th. I don't think that it will be a good thing for the squeeze, even if we have the potential of issuing 500 million new shares. I know not this year, right? But even if they can wait off until 2022, it's going to give the hedge funds hope, and I don't want to give them any hope, okay? I want to create the highest probability of a squeeze as possible. Big Dog, you sent me an email? Excellent. I didn't see a notification pop up, but I might be logged into a different email right now. How long have you been trading, and are you in crypto? Yes, I am in crypto. I have a little bit of crypto right now, and I've been trading for quite a while. Sorry, you're going to have to say that long comment again. It's already gone by. May 4th, yes or no? I'm no. Whatever you guys feel comfortable voting, whether you're voting for a squeeze, whether you're voting for AMC in the future, whatever you guys are comfortable with doing. Time do I start lives? Listen, I tried to start, I don't know if my dad's watching right now, I tried to start live around 3:15 today, but he was over here to a little after 3:15, so I got on a little late today, but we're doing good. Own 60, very nice. Aaron is a part of the movement. Dondrell's saying no. Dondrell's saying he's voting no, for sure. Guys, if you're in here, I see 260 people in here, 76 likes. Make sure to click that like button so YouTube knows we're having fun. My game plan post-squeeze. My game plan post-squeeze is to reinvest the money so that, guys, that money can work for me for the rest of my life. Hello, my friend. Hello, Lucy. I'll get the rest of that comment when it pops back up here, but it's already gone. If anybody knows, it already disappeared. Vote for Pedro. Yeah, there you go. On 60 shares, got 20K in ALP. I don't know what ALP is. Is that a crypto? Very nice. Up 1K. Very nice. 2100 AMC shares, 60 calls. Jeremiah. Okay. He likes the leverage. from Florida. Stay positive. Thank you, Christian. Diamond Hands holding all the way. You guys are from all over the place, and that's what I love about YouTube too. It's not just, Ohio. It's people from all over the world getting together, joining in on this movement, and making money along the way. Patrick's sitting pretty nice over there. Hey, buddy, love your channel. Thank you, A Bear Adventures. I appreciate all of the feedback and all the support, guys. Even with no squeeze, what do I value the stock? Look, with no squeeze, I find it very hard to value AMC right now because you're looking at a future or potential value, because we know that AMC is very heavily in debt right now. The debt outweighs assets. It gets tricky when you're looking at valuing AMC as a fundamental play. What's my background? Corporate finance background, international business minor, guys. I've been around investments for, since, I don't know, 2007. Split up Cash App. Listen, whatever you're comfortable with. I personally, I don't like what Robinhood was doing, but that's me personally. I use Webull now, so if anybody else, I'm not going to rip on anybody that uses Robinhood. If you're comfortable with that platform, all day long. I can't say something bad, based on something they did in the past. I think there's going to be so many eyes on Robinhood now that they're going to feel the pressure to do what's right, if you know what I mean. I find it very hard to believe that they would try to get themselves in the same situation as before. Would it be better to sell my short? What? It disappeared already. I gotta find a balance between being able to read these. Yeah, the hedges are betting that the price is going to decrease, and I'm sorry, I didn't read the whole thing about the shorts. If your EBET goes to 50, you're gonna put the profit in AMC again. Very nice. That's a good strategy. If you guys you don't have to put your entire portfolio in AMC either. Playing some other stocks along the way, because the thing that's gonna help AMC squeeze the most is being able to hold those shares. Swing trading and day trading AMC is not going to be a good idea for the squeeze. So use those other shares if you want to reinvest in AMC. Remember, it's a speculative play, but it's definitely something that you can consider doing. Oh my gosh, Luca, if they did it again, look, they're trying to go public. They're trying to make money themselves. It's going to be a very bad image for them if they do that again. You know what I mean? What's my AMC floor? I don't have a certain price target or certain, number in mind. I'm going to have to play, because I don't think the short squeeze is very well played passively. I believe once it starts to squeeze, you're going to have to watch volume. You're going to have to pay attention, because, if there's any potential that the shorts have been covered, it's kind of like, well, now it's not a short squeeze play anymore. It's not a speculative play. Now we're back to investing in AMC on fundamentals and on value. Hi, Dad. Yeah, Dad's not here anymore, but he might be watching. I don't know. Just show my boy your video explaining the squeeze. He just bought 1,000. Thank you. Listen, Jason, hopefully something I've said to somebody along the way has helped or can help. Patrick's got a 10K floor. Guys, 10K is possible if everybody's on the same page, right? I just know that people are going to be tempted so much sooner than reaching 10,000. If you think about it, if somebody's sitting on, 100 shares and it reaches 10,000, that's $1 million. If they're sitting on 1,000 shares, that's a $10 million account. I know the temptation is going to come before that, but I can't write off 10,000, because if everybody holds out, and that's why I can't put a floor on, like, say, well, I'm holding to 1,000 and then watch it go to 10,000. No, you got to play it and you got to be active, and that's why you need to stay on and up to date on what's happening. How old am I, Clay? 31, I think. I'm 31. Very hard. When you don't keep track of your age, it's very hard to remember. Average in AMC right now is 10.03. I think that said it. 5,000. Buy it. No, I don't think. I don't know how much you would be buying. Sorry, I didn't see that, and I don't know how many shares you have. It could go up a lot or could not go up a lot, depending on how many shares. I didn't do the math on your comment. Sorry. Part terrified, part thrilled. Carissa, I don't think you could explain this trade in a better way, because that's the speculative nature of it, right? Yeah, it's part terrifying because, AMC doesn't have that fundamental value that you might want to justify a long-term rising share price at the moment. But you don't need that fundamental value to justify a short squeeze. And there's no cap on a short squeeze, right? It's just where everybody ends up folding. So that's the beauty. That you hit it perfect. Part thrilled, or part terrified, part thrilled. I like that. I like your view on the situation, because it's absolutely right. That's how you have to view this trade. Sell 10% after 10,000, do you think? Yeah, listen, you guys can sell on the way up, on the way down. I believe 10,000 is very hard to reach, but, do what is right for you. Do I think the news will cover the squeeze? When it comes out, you know that they're going to jump on it because everybody wants to be on the story, right? But I don't think that they're going to cover it in a very positive light, if you know what I mean. Like, they're not going to say, oh, it's a great thing that all these kids are running around with $3 million now. I don't think they're going to say anything like that. I think they're going to, oh, the devastation that hit Wall Street and this and that. It's just a terrible thing that these hedge funds have lost so much money. Our financial system's under collapse. They will twist it the way they want to twist it. I do think they will jump on it, though, because of the popularity and the size of the thing. All these kids running around with Lambos, right? Like, they went from tricycles to Lambos, and now what is everybody going to be doing? It's no longer just the hedge fund owners driving Lambos. 5K is a pragmatic possibility. Listen, 5K is possible, 10K is possible, but the likelihood is, in my opinion, is going to completely depend on people holding. And how do you know how many people are holding? I'll go with this. If I don't get to your comment, they will twist it. They will absolutely twist it, SD. Look, guys, if I miss your comment for a second, okay, but let me just get this thought out here. How do you know if people have diamond hands? How do you know? Let's get that scam likely call off there. How do you know if people are holding? You have to look at volume, okay? If you see that the price starts to squeeze, and if you see volume skyrocket to 500 million shares, this means one of two things. Lucy, you love my channel. Thank you so much for the good information. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate each and every one of you that not only do the super chats like that, but are watching every single video, that you're sharing the videos, just dropping a like on the videos. Every little bit counts and helps so much that, it's beyond words. And Lucy, I know you've been around since the beginning, commenting on every single one of the videos. I absolutely love it and I appreciate it. So guys, if we're looking, how do you know that people are holding? We got that out. If you see, it starts to squeeze, let's just say it shoots to $100 a share, right? Just to keep numbers easy. If it shoots to $100 a share and you see volume also shoots up to 500 million, okay? Now, this volume can mean one of two things, right? This means that other retail traders are having a serious case of FOMO. They don't want to miss out, so they're all piling in on it, okay? It could mean that, or it could also mean that the hedge funds are out there covering their short positions. Okay, so once you see that, if you see super high volume, it should let you know that that's risk on for you, because you don't know if the shorts have been covered at that point. They could still be out there. They could still be out there, or they could be covered. So if you're playing for the short squeeze and you see super high volume, know that that is risk on for you. Okay, that the hedge funds potentially have a lot less risk. So play it that way. If you see it shoot up to $100 per share and volume is 10 million, shorts couldn't have been covered. They couldn't have been covered. So don't panic, right? There might be some volatility, but don't panic at that point, because there's still a lot of shorts to be covered. Has this type of squeeze ever happened? Listen, we've had squeezes like this, yes, but I don't think there has ever been so much focus and so much, such a community built around a squeeze before. And Marcus, that's what can make this one different. We'll be taking your shares, Anthony. Thank you. Nice. Thanks for all that information. This is great for newbies. Listen, 55. That's, if you get 0 shares and you haven't, I hope at least if you can gain some information that would make you say either yes, this is something I understand the speculation, I understand the technical trade, and I want to get into AMC, or you could leave saying, okay, well, I still have so many questions that I don't know if I should get into AMC yet. If you have questions, make sure to ask them. It depends on your broker. It depends on your broker's drama, how much you would need to have to day trade. Buying options for AMC is too risky. Listen, personally, here's what I would say about that. If you want to buy options, if you want to leverage what you have, options could be a very good way to do so. But I don't think that options are going to add risk to hedge funds, right? I think that options are going to be a way for you to leverage. And look, options were not created to create risk. There's a lot of risk that can get involved with options if you don't know how to use them. But one of the good things about options is that you know your risk going into it. Let's just say you go out and buy, one call option at a certain strike price. Whatever you pay for that is how much you can risk, okay? Now, when you get into some other options and different types of plays, straddles, and butterflies and everything else, it can really get things complicated. So if you don't know what you're doing, then do your research first, okay? That's the best advice I can give on that, because I don't think that options would create too much risk if you know how to use them, because options were created and intended to mitigate risk. They were created almost as an insurance policy. Yes, a vote for yes will lower the price. Ryan Heenan, $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Go live when the squeeze starts. Thanks for info 100. Ryan, I will absolutely try my best. I want to do these, daily closes to kind of, talk about it. If anybody's got questions, to inform people, just let everybody know what's going on out there. But yeah, I absolutely plan to be live during the squeeze. And that play option is a waste of money. Listen, there could be a waste if you're buying using lottery ticket or using options as like lottery tickets. Sure, but everybody's got their own understanding of what they want, and as long as you understand what you're investing in and you can justify your risk reward, it doesn't bother me at the end of the day if you choose to invest in that or not. I just want to make sure that you know what you're investing in when you make that decision. There's a lot of hedges will play this out until voting. Yes, they will definitely play this out until voting. No vote. Listen, the hedge funds are going to play it out as long as absolutely possible. What's my dream car? I drive a Kia right now, guys, and I'm super happy. It never breaks down. It doesn't have any problems. Very happy with that. I've always been a Mustang guy, so there's that there. But I don't know. I like to stay content with what I have. And then, I don't know. Lambos to me are a little bit extravagant, especially driving them around in Ohio. You can drive a Lambo, like 3 months out of the year? Rich has a Range Rover. If you guys want to drop listen, if it squeezes and you guys already got your dream car planned out, what you're going to buy, and you want to drop it in here, absolutely. If this squeezes to 10,000, you're going to give me the most. Hey, listen, I will take it. I'd appreciate that, but that's just, I don't know. I don't get my happiness out of going out and buying things like that, especially in Ohio, guys. It snows like 10 months out of the year, so go Mustang, right? Squeezes 10K, you sell 3 shares in a whole. There you go. Clay's doing a great job. Thank you, Jeremiah. Give the man a like. I appreciate that. Guys, don't be afraid to click that like button either. You got to let YouTube know that we're having some fun here. Hyundai Sonata. There you go, Gordon. Gordon's got some big dreams. Gordon won the last giveaway. Guys, I want to do another giveaway too. I want to do another giveaway. Gordon won the last giveaway, and I'll never forget it now. He's the first giveaway winner. Every time I see his chat in here, I'm going to know it. Oh, Luca, you're going to buy your uncle what? I missed it. Bugatti. Okay, Johnny's got some expensive dreams here. Okay. He's going to give me a snowmobile. Cody, I might be able to get around, right? 68 Pontiac GTO. Very nice. I know if my dad's in here, he's going to like that answer. 2021 Jeep Wrangler. Okay. Najma. Why do I think they're still shorting the stock? Diego, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. And let's talk about why I think they're still shorting the stock. One, I think because they're arrogant. Okay. I think that because they know that they can drive the price lower if we don't stick together. Okay. If we don't stick together, and they're planning on that, right? They know that, we can We can outlast these kids that are going out there and buying these stocks. These are just kids gambling in the stock market. They don't take us seriously. I mean, I honestly, I think that's the biggest reason that they're still comfortable shorting the stock is that we're not creating enough risk for them, and they're okay with that. You know, they've been around. When you get that kind of money, when you're in charge of billions, I mean, think about it. Collectively, hedge funds are in charge of $3.8 trillion. When you become in charge of that type of money, it goes to your head. And they start to think that they're invincible, right? So they think that, well, we can't get hurt. Nothing's going to touch us. We'll just keep on shorting this stock. And it's about time they wake up, right? So that's why I always have to say we need to stay in this together. If you're feeling doubt surrounding the squeeze, if you see a down day and you're feeling doubt like, oh, this could fall, join a live stream. See somebody talking about it. Throw your questions out there. If they can't cover the short, can they file bankruptcy? They need to cover the short. I feel like they are indebted to the shareholders that they borrowed these shares from to short them. So it is a debt that they need to pay back. Diego, absolutely. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. TMBR. We got a symbol in here, TMBR. What is Timber? I'm not exactly sure what stock that is. If it's moving right now, I don't know. You guys could definitely check it out. My tablet screen is off right now. 19 Corvette Grand Sport. Okay. You have one of your dream cars, Tom. Very nice. Very nice. Well, I don't know what Sam said. Sorry. Always have fun listening to AMC analysis. Guys, we are here to learn. That is where it's at. Dodge Viper. Oh, man. I think that might be my brother's pick. My brother was always been a Dodge Viper guy. That might be his pick. I have to ask you. I don't know if he's watching this right now or not, but if you are watching and you saw the Dodge Viper, it could even be you. I don't know. Shelby Cobra. Very nice, Patrick. That's definitely in there. 1,000 Acres. Okay. McLaren P1. Look at the difference, guys. Some people are all about these, super exotic sports cars. Something about low volume. I'm the only one that says it. Look, because low volume is going to create risk. A lot of people think that you need high volume. And yeah, high volume typically high volume is going to create more volatility. So the price can go higher faster or it can go lower faster. But if you get that perfect storm of low volume and high price, that's going to create the most risk for the hedge funds. GMC Yukon 2021. All right. They see everybody's dreams come in all different shapes and sizes. I love it. That was a good question. Whoever asked about the dream car. You're going to buy Ken Griffin's car. Okay. Wire failure to deliver is not forced to cover yet. That I'm not sure about that answer just yet. I could look at that and do a video on that if I find some information on it. No, if you just initiated, I absolutely don't think you're going to miss a squeeze. No, I think that we need to break through 1450 especially before FOMO starts kicking in, right? If we break through the 1450 resistance and then 67 GTO, yeah, I hope my dad's in here seeing some of these cars. 69 Camaro. If we break through that 1450 resistance and then we test that recent high at $20, if we break through that high, we're going to see a lot of FOMO jumping on, right? A lot of people are going to be like, okay, it's definitely going to happen now. Because I know there's a lot of people out there, and you might be in here right now, right? Oh, bro, when AMC squeezes it, it's going to be so nice. There might be people in here right now that have the strategy like, well, I'll jump on when the squeeze starts. I don't want to tie my money up for weeks or months or whatever it could be. And yeah, one, you're probably going to be getting in at a lot higher price if you try to time it perfectly and you try to wait until the squeeze starts. And it's just going to be, you got to be a really risky trader if that's what you're trying to do. Okay. Cause you're not going to time the start perfect. You're not going to time the peak perfect. It's just, there's no such thing as a perfect trade. There will always be money left on the table, but that's okay. Right? Nobody ever got in at the exact bottom and sold at the exact top. It all happens in between, and you have to know that as an investor, as a trader, that is okay. Something about the peak first day. No, I think that depending on volume, I think it's going to be, it could be a very drawn out squeeze, and that's what I hope to see, because a drawn out squeeze means that we can relax a little bit, right? If we got those diamond hands, that means that we can relax. What part of the week do I think it? Listen, guys, I made a video on. It could come like a thief in the night. Nobody's going to be able to predict when it's going to happen or what's going to cause it. It could be the volume, it could be the price, it could be some external regulation, or like the SEC looking into what these hedge funds are actually trading and how leveraged they are, and things like that. So there's so many factors that could trigger it. That's also exciting. That's also what makes it exciting, right? You don't know when it's going to come, but you know it's going to come. How soon do I expect it to happen? Honestly, I would like to see it happen before the May 4th vote, but I highly doubt. I believe that a lot of people are waiting to see how that plays out, and that's going to have a very large impact on when it could happen. What do I think a good price to buy in is? Listen, if you're looking to buy in, I think that you can use support and resistance lines as excellent buying opportunities. If you break through 1450, that's a resistance line right now. It'll then act as a support line. So that could be a line. I wouldn't wait till $20 a share to get in. I think that's too late. But 1150 is going to be a resist or a support line right now because we just broke through that resistance line. So you can use those as entries if you would like. If you break through resistance, okay, we could shoot higher. If you bounce off support, we could bounce higher. So on a technical aspect, I believe that those are some pretty good entries if you're looking to add more positions, or if you're looking to just get in for the very first time. NFL draft day is going to be the best time to squeeze. Hey, it could be. I don't know. It could be. What's up, bro? What's up, Joe? See the squeeze possibility from them? Man, some of these comments are so fast. Dodge first time ever. He's gonna talk about Doge. Doge. I said Dodge. Oh my gosh. Other chat was 93% for a short squeeze. Any prediction on AMC's price tomorrow? Up. I gotta stay positive, right? If we're gonna have to predict prices, I want to see it go up. If you don't have a broker, if you're not yet trading, you can see volume on any website like Bloomberg or Financial Times. See volume on any website like Bloomberg or Financial Times, Reuters, Yahoo, Google. You can see it there. If you've got a broker, it's in all of your guys' brokerage accounts. It's very easy to see. What's my tube name? What do you mean? Finish chemotherapy on... Okay. Finish your chemotherapy. Stay strong, man. Stay strong. Hopefully everything's going very well. $20 on 1350. All right, we got some bets going on 1350 for what? Tomorrow's close? I hope so, because I know there's some guys watching. I don't know if you're watching now or not, but I know there's a lot of people that had call options expiring on Friday at 1250. So they'd be very happy with a close expiring on Friday at 1250. So they'd be very happy with a close tomorrow at 1350. Do I think we can hit 20 by May? We need to break that 1450 first. So if we break that 1450, yeah, 20 by May is possible. But, we have to break 1450. It could rocket higher once we break that because the fear of missing out might kick in. But, nobody can tell you what the price is going to be and when it's going to be. That's why it's risky. I've not seen anything about DXH coin yet. Sorry. I will have to do some looking up on that. There's so many new coins coming out all the time with SafeMoon and everything. It's just like, I don't know, guys. A lot of the times you see with these new coins coming out, if you jump on early, good, but very risky. So Friday 12s. All right. We got a lot of people looking forward to some price increases. I like it. What's this channel called? Jack, this channel here? Clay Bro. FEG token. Guys, there's a lot of tokens out there, apparently. I think it works. You'll double your money. Are you talking about the coin right now, or are you talking about AMC? See, I'm not even sure. Guys, 342 people in here, 168 likes. Don't forget to click that like button if you like what we got going on here. Let YouTube know that we're here. We're having a good time. If you're brand new to investing and you want to use the link in the description below for Webull, absolutely sign up, deposit $100, sell those free shares, and get AMC. That's where it's at. What's this channel called? Clay Bro. It's called Clay Bro. Hedges run themselves into bankruptcy. They will cover. They can run themselves into bankruptcy by covering the shorts, but they're not just going to, let their losses go to infinity. It's not going to happen. 70K squeeze. Hey, man, if you're willing to hold out, right? I don't know if everybody else can hold out that long. Subbed and liked. Jay Jules, thank you for the sub and the like. I appreciate both of those. Appreciate all of you guys in here keeping me real. The key is to hold. That is exactly right. What about Chuck E. Cheese coins? Bad pizza, but okay arcade. Yeah, you might be onto something, Carissa. I haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in a while. Wow, I might need to go back. AMC, let's go. Okay, see, look at all these coins coming out here. I don't even know. See, Jim Cramer forgot. No, I saw somebody was telling me what he was tweeting about, and I saw a ton of headlines. But, everybody's trying to jump on now, right? Everybody sees this isn't just some here today, gone tomorrow movement. And now you're going to see a lot of people jumping onto it. And, Jay, you've been watching the videos and didn't know you're subscribed. Better late than never, right? But yeah, guys, you're going to see a lot of people jumping on. And then it's going to be like, whoa, they weren't here for us in the beginning. They were talking a lot of smack, and now they're, backing it. So it's a popular topic, right? And you're going to see that. Banana coin. I don't even know if there's a banana coin. There could be. It's the May 19th date about. What is the May 19th date about, guys? I know May 4th, but I didn't know anything was coming on May 19th. If you know, help these people in the chat. Especially, guys, if you see somebody in the chat that I can't get to, if I don't can't get to their comment, if it scrolls by too fast and you know the answer, or, you feel comfortable explaining something to them, absolutely go for it. That's what we're here for. We're here to grow. Why does the stock drop? Listen, the stock drops because not everybody has diamond hands, right? If you see people out there trading the stock, it's people out there trading the stock. They're buying and they're selling all day long. AMC's at 11.35 now. All right, listen, down a little bit from yesterday's close, but that's okay. It's not dropping fast or anything that I think we should be worried about. Just sub, brother. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate that. I can't see subs while I'm doing live stream, so I don't know, what number we're up to. It was manipulation. Hey, it could be, but look, guys, at the end of the day, there is a lot of conspiracy. There is a lot of manipulation, but I have to be able to justify what's going on in a way that makes sense, right? So I'm going to try and keep it as real as possible. Thank you very much, Philip. I do appreciate that. You're the best, Philip, not me. And shorting is recommend any videos and make it simple. Listen, I do have some videos. I've got a 1-minute video explaining what a short squeeze is. It's in the shorts, I believe. But yeah, I've got a lot of videos explaining what a short is, and hopefully I can make some other ones and make them in a way that is easily explicable. Holding since January. Nice. See, Philip's an OG holder, guys. He knows that you got to have those diamond hands, and if anybody's out there, hey, is this financial advice? No, listen, this is us sitting here learning together. If you've got questions, we're going back and forth. We're learning off each other. We're bouncing ideas off of each other, and we're going for it. So I think you know the answer to that question, but unless this is your first YouTube video. I don't know. Holding since 450, Samuel. Hats off. If I was wearing a hat, I'd hats off to that entry price. That is a good entry. Trades, Matt Kors, Clay, great channels. Thank you, Jay. Everybody, yeah, those guys do an amazing job. Trust me. I watch a lot of their stuff. Well, I watch a lot of trade stuff. I don't watch too many of Matt's videos, but I know they do a lot of good stuff, and they're very good YouTubers. And never financial advice, right? I can't listen. This is everyday life advice, okay? If it's financial advice, I don't know why unless you're a certified financial advisor, I guess you can't give financial advice, but here's some good financial advice. Don't be stupid with your money. Right? If you have money and you're willing to lose it, go lose it. If you have money and you're not willing to lose it, don't lose it. You have to gamble to win. That's exactly right, Luca. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Risk to reward. If you don't put your assets at risk, you'll never experience a reward. So if you want the reward, you have to go for the risk. But you have to find that balance of what works for you. A lot of people those are the top 4 channels for you. Nice, Philip, nice. Jackson Hunter, listen, I've not watched a full video of his, but I have a lot of, I would say almost everybody that's doing videos on AMC, I've at least checked them out to see who they are. Scared money makes no money. That's the whole risk to reward ratio thing, and that's absolutely right. When will hedge funds have to cover? They won't have to cover unless they get margin called, and they won't ever get margin called if the lenders, if the brokers, if the banks don't see any risk. So we need to make it apparent that it's a risky situation for the money that they have invested. That's when they will have to cover. What happened to Ralph? He sold out. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Some people along the way, I don't know. Some people are easily swayed one way or another, and That's completely okay if that's who they are. But I don't want to talk too much about anybody else. Talk about me all day long, but I don't know what motivates other people, right? 1075. That's good. That's extreme. Look, is that bad or mediocre? Obviously, you're up. That's good. That's really good. So if you've got one share or you're just thinking about getting a share, that's good. Okay, you're a part of the movement. Will AMC dip again? Slayer, it could dip again, and if it does, look, we're at resistance. We're at support right now at this level of 1150. It's a line that you need to pay attention to. If it dips, we could go back down to $9 a share, that range that we find support. If it goes up, we could hit some technical resistance at 1450. So pay attention to the support and resistance lines. They really do come in handy when you're doing a technical trade like this. Will AMC reach 100,000? I'll say this: it could reach 100,000, but I believe that people are going to be tempted much before it reaches 100,000. And that we're going to see a lot of profit taking before it ever reaches that line. Opinion, yes or no on May 4th? My opinion is, at least I hope, no. That's my opinion. If you're asking what I should vote, I want to vote no. But if you're asking what I think it'll be, I'm hoping no. Well, what happens to the average cost from Robinhood? I'm very sorry. I didn't understand the question. I mean, your cost base is going to transfer over with you. AMC realistic squeeze prediction. Guys, I find it very hard because so many people are holding AMC that this movement is like so universal right now that I don't know where people are going to be tempted. And it all depends on how many shares you have too, right? If everybody was holding one share, then people could hold out a lot longer because what are people going to do with $100 a share if they only got one share or $1,000? Of course they could hold out longer. But if people start seeing $1 million in their account, they're going to be tempted. If you've never had $1 million and you see $1 million in your account, it's going to be very tempting to have diamond hands. So that's why I try to keep it real. But if you're looking for a potential, if everybody closed their eyes and was sleeping during the squeeze, and nobody knew where their phones were, nobody's going to sell, right? So they're just going to have to keep raising the price until people finally sell. But it's going to be very tempting when you guys see some very high numbers. It's going to be very nice. Kids, give with another $5 super chat. I think you can banks margin call different hedges different times. Yes, they could. So if they have, like you saw it with Archegos, Archegos didn't affect the other ones. But it could cause a domino effect too. So yeah, it could be one hedge fund at a time that gets margin called. Because, at the end of the day, let's say Bank A has money with hedge fund A. They don't care what's going on with Bank B's money. Bank B, it's not their money. They don't care. They want their money back. So they'll go ahead, margin call that hedge fund. But if Bank B sees that Bank B sees that Bank A is doing a margin call on hedge fund A, they could be like, okay, maybe we should join in. This might be getting a little riskier than we imagined, and it could cause that domino effect, kid. So I think that is, something to look for. So yes, it could be super spotty where we see a lot of hedge funds hitting at different times, or it could domino, right? It could domino, and that would lead to some different types of squeezes, right? That would definitely lead to, if it dominoes like that, guys, and you just see it shoot way up, I mean, imagine the difference. Instead of spotty transactions, if it's everybody at once going into cover and everybody at once getting margin called, it's going to be, that would happen. That would cause the squeeze to occur very quickly, okay? That would cause a very quick, I've got my plan in place, execute my plan. No audibles, okay? Stick to your plan, no audibles. But if it happens slower, you can call an audible if you see fit. Absolutely, because, you got to make the most money and you got to do what's right for you. Could there be yeah, there could, because listen, this could set itself up for another short squeeze too, because think about it. If hedge fund B isn't even in AMC, if they're not even involved in AMC, they might see AMC rocket up to, $1,000 a share, and they might be like, well, it's time for us to short AMC. So they might get themselves into the same situation, and you might see that AMC stock is has more shorts out after the squeeze than before the squeeze, right? Question, if you hold as long, type that comment again. It disappeared in the chat. I'm very sorry. So, cause AMC to Narnia. Yeah, if we can take AMC to Narnia, it's going to be good. And I don't know exactly what's going on with that share there. There's a 500,000, but it could have been a lot to do with reverse splits causing that to go up. Could the squeeze happen in only one day? Yes, Angelo, if you see very high volume, the squeeze could happen in one day. It could be an up-down thing. If you see people have diamond hands, nobody's selling their shares, it could, it could squeeze for days or weeks. It all depends on how long it takes them to cover their short positions. Question curious. Jordan, I would vote no for that because I'm investing in AMC for a squeeze. Okay, I'm not investing in AMC for the long-term potential of the company. That's something that I'm going to consider after the squeeze. I'm in it for a technical trade right now, and I believe giving every possibility or every chance possible to create the biggest squeeze possible and not allowing any new shares is going to do that. Listen, if I look tired, thank you very much. Socks. I appreciate the super chat. I do. If I look tired, guys, I got some bad allergies. I really do have terrible allergies. And my eyes were super red before this. I was sitting outside earlier today, and I came in. My eyes were super red. So if my eyes look a little, I don't know, squinty or darker or tired or whatever, it's because I got really bad allergies. But no, I don't think this is necessarily a bull trap or anything like that. I think this is just people messing around at the resistance lines, at the support lines. Like I say, 1150 is it's a significant level of support and resistance right now. So we need to blow by that and start testing that 1450. No, Matt. No. All right. No one knows how the squeeze will look. Exactly. Nobody knows what this squeeze, and that's part of the beauty of it too. Going on a trip on our favorite rocket ship. Yes, Robert. Guys, I'm ready. And that leads me to say this too. If you're ready for the squeeze, make sure that you stay ready for the squeeze. Listen, ignorance fuel. Thank you for the super chat. And we absolutely could. You just need to keep in mind that if everybody holds, the price could never stop. Okay? If everybody holds, everybody's like, what's your floor? Well, if nobody sells AMC, the floor is lava, right? It doesn't exist. It could just go on forever. But if you see a lot of people, paper handing it or folding or taking their profits, you be reasonable. Okay? Be reasonable. And that's what I'm gonna, if I can stream during the short squeeze, I hope to be able to promote some sort of a rationale for getting in, getting out with as much money as possible, instead of being like, I'm holding out for 10,000 and AMC squeezes to 9,000 and drops right back down, and you don't hit that floor, right? All kidding aside, oh come on, I gotta go back to that. All kidding aside, I really appreciate your channel, a big part of my day. Thank you so much, Socks, man. Thank you so much for the other super chat, and thank you so much for the support and really the appreciation. Guys, when I see comments like that and when I see people who actually guys, if I do 100 videos and somebody learns one thing from one video, job well done, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. If you have the knowledge to make your money work for you, you are well on your way to financial independence, financial freedom, financial security. No matter where you are along those stepping stones, that's what it takes. You can't do it if you don't know how to do it. Oh boy, I don't know about that, Rich. 1 million to give you 600,000. What are you guys talking about? Like, after capital gains, after taxes? Yeah, guys. So I mean, we want to make sure that if you see $1 million in your account, don't forget about taxes and stuff like that. But also, if you see $1 million in your account, know that people are going to be tempted to take $1 million. You learned how to hit the subscribe button? Yes, Brad, that's what I'm talking about. And guys, 447 people in here. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We're here every single day, and we're growing our portfolios together. Squeeze this to visit your 96-year-old grandma in Hawaii. Listen, tell grandma I said hi. Tell grandma I said hi. I love grandmas. They're good people. They are. Regardless of moons or not, this experience. And listen, that is an excellent way to look at it too. That is an excellent way to look at it. If this moons or, and people have different definitions of hitting the moon too. I've learned so much during this, not only about, I've been involved in finance for a long time, guys. I've been involved with stocks and Forex and crypto and all of that stuff for a very long time. But, not only have I learned even more about that, but I've learned a lot about communicating too and being able to try and share my knowledge in ways that other people can understand it. And just the fact that you might be able to help one person understand something a little bit better so that they can make their own decision. Think about that. You don't have to make somebody else's mind up for them, but if you can lay something out and let them make their own mind up, absolutely. Elf. I know a lot of people want to know how many shares I have. Listen, I'm not going to know that I have shares, okay? But it's like something, I'm not going to ask you guys how much money you got in the bank or how many shares you have or anything like that. Everybody comes from different backgrounds. If you got one share, you get 100,000 shares. Absolutely. We are in this and we are in this together. First time here, you like the channel. Corbett, thank you, man. First time here, I like you in the channel. Thank you for hitting in the chat. Just hold. That's the strategy, guys. Hold out as long as you can hold out. And here, I'll give you some advice, right? Daily life advice, not financial advice, right? Hold out as long as you can hold out. But always know that somebody will be willing to hold out longer, and somebody will be willing to hold out, I don't know, less longer? However you want to word that. Somebody will always fold before you, and somebody will always hold out longer than you. So use that when you're trading AMC. Know that somebody will take their profit. Somebody's floor is lower than yours, and know that somebody's floor is higher than yours too. I could whistle a song, yes. I'm actually pretty decent at whistling. But just know that, okay? Use that as you're trading. Yeah, that's some good advice too. And just know that there might be some crazy people out there that won't even hold it at all. So let's get this money, big bad gorilla. Let's get this money. That's my strategy, and I hope that's your guys' strategy too. Can I explain the vote on May 4th? Look, I believe whether the vote happens yes or no, in my opinion, this is what it's going to be. A yes vote is going to give hedge funds a light at the end of the tunnel. It's going to give them hope that they can hold out. A no vote, it might not trigger a squeeze. A no vote might not cause anything different than a yes vote would, but it at least would not give them that light at the end of the tunnel to say that, oh, well, we just have to wait out another 6 months, something like that. That's my opinion on it. Gains or Cherry message sent as a Sunday. All right, what else we got? 100. He goes 100,000. Heck no. AMC numbers earlier today. 100% free float. Wow. Anders, those are some. I like those numbers. And that 100% utilization means that nobody else is willing to sell those shorts or loan those shorts out. So we're sticking right around what, a 70 million number being reported. Now, I know that doesn't account for all of the synthetics and all that stuff, but still, if you use the numbers that are being reported, it could absolutely create a phenomenal squeeze. Cody, I am 31. Spent all my time in Ohio, so everything came from Ohio. all the degrees, everything, they're all in Ohio. And we got some pretty good teachers and courses here in Ohio. I will say that. Look, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button. Join us, become a bro. We're here every single day. We're growing our portfolios together. And if the like button isn't, if it's not black, guys, click that like button, right? Put that in. Yes, I did see Marcos. I watched that entire interview. I did. I watched that entire interview with Trade Trades and the CEO. How's it going? Panda, how's it going? I remember you. Your first name on there, very difficult to say. I don't know if I can say that first name. Oh yeah, but listen, they could easily hold out till 2022 anyway. You know, if they know that they just have to hold out, the lenders are going to know, the brokers are going to know, banks are going to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, right? So if something external at that point doesn't trigger it, it's a waiting game on their end. When do I see the squeeze realistically happening? I can't say a date. I see the squeeze realistically happening when as much as risk as possible is created. If volume goes, near zero, which I know that's theoretical, right? But think about it. Super low volume and a higher price is going to cause a lot of risk for the hedge funds, which would be more likely to trigger that squeeze. Austin, yeah, I don't want to talk about that, but yeah, I'll say yeah. I don't want to give any attention to any of that situation. South America, non the USA, first generation here. You're doing this for the family and holding. Spam, spam. Whatever your reason is, guys, that is what this is. Listen, I don't want to hype anybody up too much, right? But we're potentially talking about life-changing money for everybody involved, whether it's one share or 100,000 shares. We're potentially talking about some serious money if everybody sticks together and everybody holds, right? So that's where a lot of the hope comes from, and that's where a lot of the excitement comes from. Now, I always try to keep it real and say that, people aren't going to be, they're going to be tempted. Temptation is going to kick in. But just know that, Dre, no, you're not going to be able to find anything like that. But just know, guys, temptation is real, and if you've got a price in mind, it might not squeeze that high, but it's definitely possible. Cincinnati is real nice. Hey, Cincinnati could be real nice. I think I've only passed through Cincinnati. I don't know. Bro is a bro. Don't you know, bro? I know, bro. Do you know, bro? Hands Down Clothing Co. He's a bro. I like it. Trying to pay off this mortgage. Imagine that. Imagine investing in some, meme stock that they're calling out there. Imagine investing in the short squeeze, and whether or not you've got enough money left over for a Lambo afterwards or whatever. But imagine setting yourself up with zero debt on anything, a clean slate, and you guys are ready to rock and move forward in a way that nobody can hold you back. I mean, it doesn't have to, we don't all have to be driving crazy candy apple Lambos around. No. If you've got that freedom, man, imagine how that could be life-changing. First time here, yes, still. Yes, Snook, still. Zero debt. Marcy, I mean, just whatever your guys' goals and dreams, and if it's to get a Lambo, if you've already got yourself set up excellently, perfect. If it's to pay off a mortgage or student loans or, set yourself up so you never have to pay rent again, remember your goals. Remember your dreams when you're watching AMC squeeze. Don't get ahead of yourself in a way that you won't be able to take advantage of the squeeze and close out when you need that profit, when you know that profit is there. But anything is possible, guys. And that's why I say it doesn't matter if you have one share, 100,000 shares, if you're, whatever your background is right now, this could be a very good opportunity for every single one of us. Ian, if they start messing around with leverage like that, that could be another external factor that, brokers look into and could trigger a short squeeze, right? I don't even know who's Food Ranger. I don't know who that is, Jonathan. Sorry. If I look like him, hopefully you like his content too. I don't know. But yeah, guys, definitely keep that in mind. And of course, factor in the taxes. Tragic Blue. Absolutely factor in the taxes. Because, guys, the last thing you want to do is make $250,000, go out and buy a Lamborghini, and then, you got to pay taxes, capital gains taxes on $250,000, but you're sitting on a Lambo. You don't have any money to pay your taxes, right? Be smart about the whole thing, right? Don't forget the taxes because they're going to come for them. When they see that kind of wealth being transferred, they're not going to like it. They're going to come for it. Chris is in the house. Chris, this is your first chat. Great. Glad to have you in here as well today. When can you expect your tendies? Hopefully as soon as possible, right? Food Ranger's the best. Good. All right, Richard knows Food Ranger. I'm going to have to look him up. Anyone holding a Cash App? I don't know who's holding it. I'm not holding Cash App, but I know Gordon. He's at least got one share in Cash App. How do you vote for May 4th? Listen, if you didn't get the email to vote yet, I don't know. You should have had it, but you had to be holding AMC for a while now. Yes, sir. Trying to catch all the lives, bro. Nice. Speaking of that, guys, what do you think? Because I'm thinking if we do a live, roughly around the close, and I want to do these lives for about an hour, right? But I know a lot of people come in, they go, they come, they go, all that stuff. I want to do them for about an hour around the close. If anybody's got questions about AMC, whether or not it was a good day, we can talk about all the technicals and stuff like that. But I want this to be a place where people can come in. If they're scared to buy a share of AMC, they can at least understand what's going on. Because I know there's a lot of people go out and they buy it and they still don't understand it. But there's a lot of people who need to understand what's going on before they, join the movement. Columbus, no, I'm not in Columbus. Before they join the movement or before they make that decision to get in. I want this to be a place where people aren't afraid to ask any question about it. If they've got some doubts, look, we all know that Reddit can be a pretty brutal place if you don't know what's going on. So if you ask a question, you might not be comfortable asking a question there. But I hope everybody leaves here at least comfortable in their situation. And if they've got they don't leave with any questions. Unless, of course, I miss it in the chat. That's going to be a difficult thing. But yes, spam. Yeah, you can ask a question on Reddit, guys, but it can be brutal if you're expecting an answer on Reddit. So I don't know. I would give you financial advice on not asking a question on Reddit if you're afraid to get a crazy answer. So yeah, I can't trade extended hours on Cash App. Yeah, Webull, you can trade extended hours, so it's definitely something that consider. And I've seen it's about a 5-day transfer, five business day transfer. 7/20/20 AMC at 104, so 1,400, you're a millionaire. Nice. You've already got it planned out. 1,400 is possible if everybody holds 1,400. I know people will be tempted long before 1,400 to take profit, but that's why you got to stay active. Don't trade the short squeeze passively, guys. Took you 3 days. See, that's very good. Very good then. I've seen about a 5-day average from what people are saying, but 3 days ain't bad at all. I know a lot of people that are worried, like if I transfer right now, if I transfer to Webull, am I going to have the money before the short squeeze happens? Yeah, I think you can transfer from almost anywhere. Vote no to avoid a negative new catalyst. The NBA, I would agree that, voting no would be good or at least potentially good for a short squeeze. Austin, $4.99 super chat. Make sure these tendies aren't plant-based. Yes, Austin, let's make sure these tendies aren't plant-based. We want some real tendies around here, right? Oh my gosh. If you hit 1 million, Clay, I'll buy you a trip to Disneyland. Odyssey, I'll whether that's just a trip for me, man, or you want to hang out in Disneyland all day, I'm down for it. We can go. This won't take off, and what could happen? Listen, there is a way that this won't take off, okay? If we give the hedge funds an out, right? Let's say, for example, they did get these new shares to issue, and the hedge funds waited it out until 2022, and then 500 million new shares were not issued all at the same time, but they just entered the market. Yeah, guys, I'll say this, right? I'm not sticking up for the hedge funds in any way. The hedge funds are greedy, right? They put themselves in a very risky situation, and it's their arrogance may have contributed to that, but they're not stupid either, right? You don't get to become in control of trillions of dollars by not doing your homework, by not, being able to step on people and whatever they have to do to make that dollar, right? So don't think that they're just going to lay over and die or lay over and hand you all of their money. Don't let that thought creep into your mind. They know what they're doing, and we need to take them down with as much pressure as possible. We can't give them rough day, bro. You had high expectations. Look, nothing wrong with today. We're still sitting right around support. It's all right. It's all right. We don't have to have every high day, guys. That contributes to the battle, right? We don't want high volume and people jumping in all right at once. We want to be able to do $1 trillion would be nice. Yeah, if we stole $1 trillion from them, I'd be happy with $1 trillion amongst all the AMC shareholders, right? Matt, that's exactly right, man. Remember that they are smart, so don't get comfortable thinking that they're just going to lay down and die, okay? Don't get comfortable thinking that. We need to stay active and stay up on it. Yes, we're still up. The big picture, we are still up, and we still have a long way to go. 10K is the floor. Hey, 10K could be your floor. Just be active, right? We could blow by 10K if nobody had their phones on them and it happens and nobody's selling. Sure, we could blow by 10K, but if people are sitting there watching, they know it's happening. They're going to be taking a lot of money off the table. Trust me. AMC squeezes will go up in a straight line. No, it's not going to go up in a straight line because there's going to be a lot of profit taking. The volatility, once the squeeze starts, go back and study a chart on GameStop. GameStop might be slightly different because I did a video on it if you want some more explanation, but GameStop's going to be a little bit different because, GameStop caught people off guard. A lot of people weren't prepared for it. AMC, it's like, people are practicing and planning for AMC. So that's going to contribute a lot to the preparation, but everybody knows when it's game time, anything can happen. It will be volatile. If you've got a stop loss or a trailing stop or anything like that, even if it's a loose trailing stop, it'll probably still stop out. But, you might see 80% swings all day long. The volatility will be real, but we keep in mind that there is no ceiling. What do I expect for tomorrow? Spencer, expectations and hopes. I hope it goes up tomorrow, right? I'm looking for $14.50 is my next level of resistance. Does everyone here know what's a floor? A floor would just be like a price that you're looking at, right? That's if it goes up and it comes back down, that's where you want to set your profit targets in all of your, your price target or your profit target or whatever. How long can they revote? I don't know if there's any regulations on when they could set up a revote or anything like that. I don't know if that would be the case or if they have one in mind or if they're going to play it off that one. The CEO did say it's very expensive to, do votes like that. I mean, AMC's got money, right? So if they want another one. You might order a few. Okay, I saw that one about the, hey, however you want to spend your money, right? 100K is the floor, 10K. 10K, 100K, everybody's got different floors in mind. Before June or after. Very, very hard to tell. Very hard to tell. It will be dependent on the vote, though. I don't think it's going to happen before May 4th, in my personal opinion. But, use May 4th is kind of like a deciding factor. Hit the like button. Help this bro out. Guys, thank you so much. Look, we've been here for an hour and 22 minutes. Here's what we're going to do. Because I can already feel my voice going. I can feel my voice going a little bit. We'll go for an hour and a half. We'll keep it on here for another 7.5 minutes. And then, I don't know. I'm hoping to get a video out on AMC a little bit later. Between 6 and 7 sometime. At least I hope. For the end of the week price. Carlos. A lot of people are thinking $12 for the end of the week. I'm hoping to see, some sort of a test at resistance at that 14.50 line. Whether that happens this week or not, I don't know, but that's the next level in my sights, right? Share, make Claybro go viral, hands down. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Because look, guys, at the end of the day, I hope as many people learn something as possible, right? So whether we got 4 people in here or 400 like we have right now, I hope that somebody learns something somewhere. Anderson, if anybody can answer, Anders in there. So that's definitely something to consider too. If you don't vote, it could potentially be a no vote. So if you are trying to vote yes, then you want to make sure you vote yes. So it's not just going to be something that happens like that. Anybody else got any questions before we go here? We're going to be signing off here in a couple minutes, and I just want to make sure that anybody has any further questions. You don't leave this live stream without getting your questions answered. Check your email for a vote card. Yes, you should have something from your broker, or a notification from your broker or something, at least, in the past if you've been holding AMC for a while. What happens if it squeezes on Friday after hours? Carino, good question. A lot of people wonder about that. If it squeezes after hours, okay, they're not going to have enough volume after hours to cover all of their shorts. So don't be too concerned. If you can't trade after hours, if you're using a broker, you can't trade after hours, don't be too concerned about that because they're not going to get the volume they need to cover their shorts after hours. But if it does happen like that, make sure you're paying attention Monday morning. right? Make sure that you know what's going on and you're paying attention. AMC 3% down. Is it down a little bit after hours today? I haven't pulled it up in a while. Do I believe, Ian, I believe that this could be one of the biggest transfers of wealth if everybody sticks together and if everybody holds out. It's going to be very crucial to keep an eye on what's happening, okay? Because we prep, we plan, everybody can bark big until the fight starts, and then, once we see that, people might be booking profits a lot faster than expected. So keep it real and stay informed and stay active during the squeeze and during this whole thing. Don't trade it passively. Keep them together, Cliff. That's what we got to do. Hands down, we got to keep them together, man. We have to make sure that people don't lose focus, right? Be prepared to be disappointed. Listen, if you've got some unrealistic expectations and you're just sitting passive, yeah, you could be disappointed. But look, there's a very good likelihood that AMC squeezes if we can create enough risk for the hedge funds. And guys, there's going to be a lot of people out there. We know that AMC is not a fundamental play at this point. If we want to make a lot of money, it's got to be during a short squeeze. It has to be a technical play. It has to be a technical play if you expect these crazy, crazy high numbers for AMC stock price. Listen, Panda, that's correct. That's absolutely correct. And I know that it's not just Americans holding, right? I know there are people all over the world, communities all over the world getting involved in this movement, which is why it's so big. Yeah, it could be some decent advice right there. Or get a couple accounts, right? AMC just announced new... I'm sorry, I did not see what you just said there. Hopefully it's... AMC just announced new share offering. NBA grant, I don't know about that. If that's something that popped up, somebody else wants to check that out, absolutely. It could be something that's going on there. Guys, we get 2 minutes left in the live stream. 309 people in here. I want to say thank you to every single person in here, every single super chat, every single chat, like, subscription, everything that you guys did, all of the questions that came in. I think that it just shows how interested people are in what's going on here and how big this movement is and just how amazing it is to come together, to have questions answered, to be able to ask questions in a way that you can get an answer and that we're really, a part of something. Thank you so much for liking the channel, Frank. Ian, that I don't know. So if somebody else knows, let's stay together. Panda, absolutely, guys. Jack, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. If it's just coming out, it's definitely something we could check out. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. Schatic, what's guys? Guys, we're ending this live stream right now. I just want to say thank you. If you didn't click the like button yet, make sure to click the like button. Let YouTube know that we have a lot of fun when we're in here, that people do like this live stream, so that YouTube can share with other people and everything that goes into that. And the fact that YouTube knows that we enjoy what's happening here. I enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it too. And if you're brand new to the channel, you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, or if for some reason you're holding out and you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Use the link down in the description below, and hopefully we've got another video coming out. If this thing about new shares is real, I'll look it up after this live stream. If it's real, we got another video, but hopefully we've got another video coming out sometime between 6 and 7 Eastern time. So I hope to see all of you guys later. And guys, till the next time, which is hopefully tomorrow around 3 o'clock to the close, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.